This is Julia Davis of Circle Holding and Yoga Teachers Forum, and I'm here today with Gail Shakespeare talking about the Yoga Nidra and Circle Holding training that she's just finished. Hi, Gail. How are you doing today?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. To start off with, it'd be really nice just to hear a little bit about you and your background, and maybe what enticed you to come to a course called Yoga Nidra and Circle Holding Facilitator Training.
Yeah, well, I'm a yoga teacher, so and I teach pregnancy, mum and baby, but also regular yoga and menopause yoga as well. And so I always, apart from my mum and baby classes, I always finish with a guided relaxation. Um, which is usually scripted. You know, I'm just reading off a script, and I've always kind of wanted it to be more authentic and wanted to be able to relate what I was guiding people through to the actual people in the room. So the yoga nidra side of it really appealed to me. And then I also, because with my menopause yoga and also mum and baby and pregnancy yoga, we're in a circle and we chat. And I just wanted to improve my kind of circle holding skills.
And what was your experience of being with our group for 6 weeks?
It was lovely. It was, and I'm really sad it's over. It was so lovely. Such a all courses are great because you know you learn stuff and you always get so much from courses. But this course sort of like is your homework is to relax and to listen to relaxations and to think about relaxation. So it was you know, I learned a lot, but I also spent a lot of time relaxing, which doesn't tend to happen when you're doing a course. So that was really lovely. And you and Tessa and the other ladies on the group, it just felt really wholesome and nourishing, and you know everybody was in it together, and you know we share, sorry my cat's going, we shared, you know, yoga nidras, and you know we make mistakes, and yet you know you learn from the mistakes, and everybody's really supportive and encouraging, so it was just an absolute pleasure.
Yay! How did you find the practical side of the training?
Great. Yeah, so you mean like from the listening and the making your own yoga nidras, is that?
Yeah, we kind of made you do, well, we invited you to take a step each week
Yeah,
towards building your confidence in sharing
yeah,
this.
yeah, it was nice because it wasn't you weren't thrown in at the deep end. Like yeah, you were held the whole way through. Your hand was being held, and so yeah, starting off, you know, just talking about settling people in, and then by the end of the course, it's you know full. Going through a full yoga nidra, so it never, I never felt out of my depth. I never felt like it was too much. I never felt like I didn't have enough time to complete the tasks. Yeah, it was just all really well paced.
And what about the circle holding aspect of it? Did you enjoy being held in circle for 6 weeks?
Yes, I did. Yeah, it was lovely. And from a sort of a personal point of view, it highlighted some things that were on my mind, and actually I did something about it. You know, I was sort of and if I hadn't have been having these circle times and you know the being able to talk for an extended period without being interrupted, you kind of, I found that I found a solution to my problem that I never would have found if I hadn't have had that opportunity to just talk my way around. So yeah, it was lovely, and it was lovely listening and lovely being listened to, and lovely just just knowing kind of the ins and outs of how the circle that format kind of works.
Great. And how are you applying the, like, the intention of the training was for you to feel confident in sharing unscripted yoga nidras with your community, and to build your confidence potentially, if you chose to, in holding circle as well. What does that look like for you now that you've completed the training? It's only been a few weeks. So
Yeah, no, I am doing my own yoga nidras without a script in front of me, so it feels much more genuine. Um, and I'm able to say, if I don't have quite enough time at the end of a class to do everything that I want to do in a yoga nidra, or a relaxation as well, I'm able to just tweak things and change. Say if I wanted 15 minutes and I've only got 10, I'm not stressing anymore like I would. So because I know I feel like I really know how to make things shorter or make things longer. So it's really, really improved. I think, or it's made me feel more comfortable at the end of my classes. And yeah, I'm feeling circle holding. I'm actually booked onto the circle holding facilitator course uh, because it sparked a little ember. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I am starting to hold some women's circles in the new year, which will all conclude with a yoga nidra at the end. So
so that's great. So by the end of the training, you felt confident enough to share yoga nidra, but also if you had 5 minutes, you could tailor something to 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 50.
yeah,
Very different to having to rely on a script that is
yeah,
X amount of long, that you can't shorten in 5 minutes or anything like that. So that's great.
yeah, or
Um,
having to speak really quickly.
and also that it's begun to build your confidence in circle holding as well, and inspired you to learn more.
Yes.
So thank you, Gail, for sharing with me your experience of, kind of what led you to want to do the training, which was the fact that you're already a yoga teacher and you've got various communities within which you could share the practice, and that you were already sharing a relaxation practice, but it wasn't your own. And that during the training you felt held, and it was really lovely to be part of that community for 6 weeks, and that you felt that you built your skill set week by week, but it didn't feel overwhelming, and you really enjoyed the lying down and relaxing
Loved it.
aspects of the training. And that it's been really practical, that by the end of the training you've actually been implementing what you've learned, as far as yoga nidra is concerned, and circle holding, however you feel like you'd like to be held in circle again, to do a little bit more of this stuff.
Yeah.
So thank you, Gail, so much for joining me. And now that you're doing this work and you're holding women's circles and you're working with us, um, if you choose to, you can be in our directory. We've got a directory of circles. They're online circles, they're in-person circles. You can find them on the circleholding.org website, and that's a way for you to share what you're doing and for people to find you and find the women's circles that you'll be holding, and menopause ones too, maybe. Um, so that's really lovely, and thank you for joining me to tell people about your experience.
Oh, thank you.